at their own 29-yard line.
Hey, here we go. 4-8.
Check right, check right. Double time, double time. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. 1-8. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check, check. Lock.
We're going to 53.
Jim, 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 Jim. Alert, flat, alert, flat.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here we go, kill.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Blocked by Cobb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Big Sears right here.
On 2nd down, Freeman. He's got a first down past the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Right here.
White 25.
Double dog. That's the way.
Hey, white. Check.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at
Ready,
the
280,
34-yard
280.
line.
Eat. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
22.
Turn up.
Keep it ready, son.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Good work, D.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 41, Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
59, ready. Check. You ready? Hey, Tuesday.
A first down carry for Smith. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. To throw is Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. Tavecchio puts this one through, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Check. Check 26. Check.
Go to 54. Go to 50. 26.
Now Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
A big gain on the play, but it's third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Hey, kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And it's third down.
Mike, check. Mike 42. What's the run? They're running it.
On third down, it's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down now, it's Smith. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and long. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Hey, switch gears.
Now Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go, D.
We go 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. Completes it to Austin. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Ryan. Jones has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Smith running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Get the ball.
Check. Go.
51.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go. You. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
39. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Ryan. He completes it to Jones. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. 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 Check 52.
Again, it's Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, the spin. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Prescott now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Cooper was the target there. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Get up.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready. Play 25.
In your face.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time runs out. It's a victory.